And we're live! Oh wait, I forgot to do something. It's one of those days. I got a very late start. I had turned off my alarm. You know, your alarm on your phone. You can set a week, what days of the week it loads up. Well, I had a wedding to go to yesterday, so I let myself... last Saturday, so I let myself sleep in, and I forgot to turn the alarm back on for this Saturday. It's a little embarrassing. I'm not going to pretend that it's not. I mean, I'm still here, so I didn't sleep in too late, but oof. It's pretty embarrassing. Now, let's get to it. Alright, chat works. Which means it's time for some girls and Panzer. Alright, where are you? Yes, and I just explained why, Maddie. So you're gonna have to rewind if you want me to, if you want to know why. Boom. I gotta say, the char went great. Such a cute tank. Nice! Well, if you go, I hope you have a great time. Tilda Churchill. Tiger 1 Elephant. There we go. This is how a champion fights. Nice. Let's see. No, we're not going to do the Mark IV again. That would be madness. I love the Panzer II. It's so cute. Ah, nice solid T-3485. Bonsoir, that guy. KV2? Yeah, what the hell, let's do KV2. Sorry, I said IS2. That's embarrassing. Of course I have KV2. Yes, I haven't seen Das Finale Chapter 2 yet either. Really gotta track that thing down. You know what, I'm sure I'll be able to order a DVD of it fairly soon. I'm incredibly excited to watch it, as you can imagine. But it's been a busy couple of months. Alright, let's do this. Hope all y'all are having a great Saturday. I know I am. Taking a brief... Oh, whoops, that was embarrassing. Taking a brief break to play some Girls in Panzer, then it's back to editing videos of Until Dawn. Makes sense. KV2 is a great looking tank. I agree with that. It is super adorbs. Hey, I'm in the very last slot. Fighting Miho in the first round. This should be fun. Yeah. I turned in my review of Man of Medan last night, so I've just got to focus on putting together videos now. Are you getting lag, Mr. Pug? Are you gonna quit, Maddie? Are you gonna quit War Thunder right before you get the mouse? Because that would be crazy. I honestly didn't notice that didn't say back. Because I glanced at it, and from context. Hello? Where are you? I love watching a KV2 drift. It's such a ridiculous idea. Where the heck are these guys? Aha! No! Whoa, that's bad. We got this. Nice. Little backup here, my teammate. That would be great. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Oh, thank God they were being attacked from both sides, so they don't know what to do. I love it. Whew. Hey, Trung. What is up? That's so nice being max level. Panzer IV. I don't. Alright, let's take these on. Yay! You might be wondering why I'm so happy to be doing a match here. I'll tell you why. It's because that means I want you to defend this area here. Just hide is what I want you to do. Anyway, the reason I'm so happy to be fighting on this map now is because that means the Type 10 match won't be on this map. Katyusha, easy. Kaboom! Where are you? Do I have the mouse? No, I've got everything. Of course I have the mouse. Hey, buddy. Uh-oh. Come on. Damn! She is on the run. Is that a Churchill? I feel like that might be a Churchill. Yeah, it's a Churchill. No! I gotta see this Gordon Bridge. Tron. Alright, let's go get him. Alright, we're gonna drift around this corner. Alright, well, they've already fled. Whoa! Nice move, ladies! Oh, wait, I got an idea. I should flatten myself against the wall so she can't hit me from up there. No! Oh my god, I used... Oh, ow, 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 ow. Probably should have brought some backup for this. This is going very badly. Just gonna heal up. Excuse me. Oh, this is going poorly. Oof. Okay. Well, that sucked. Damn right, General Adam. Alright, let's wrap this up. Oh no, someone's hitting my flag tank! I've got to destroy her before they get my flag tank! Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Where'd she go? No, 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 faster! Come on! Oh, this is bad. Okay, she's fleeing, so that puts me... she's got to have gone down the ramp, right? There she is. We got her. Whew. Okay, that was closer than I would have liked. Hey, General Adam. How's y'all doing? You have a good day, Mr. Pug. Oh, I'm not going to be fighting Rosehip. I'm going to be fighting Pepperoni. If I win this next match. Alright, let's do this. Copies of other national monuments seem strange. Well, we're not talking about national corruption here, Trung. We keep it out of politics. So who's the flag tank? Alright, we got this. Hey, flag tank? Maybe don't rush into combat? That was a weird choice. Okay, that was awesome. I feel like the ARL's barrel is almost too long. It looks ridiculous, right? I did not, Trung. Uh-oh. No! I lost sight. Gotcha! Okay, that was amazing. They crashed into each other. Gotcha. Wow, this thing takes too long to reload. You fool! This is tough. You know what? I'm using the elephant. It's such a beautiful tank. Let's do this. Snowfield, nice. Dear God, the reload on this KV-2 is so slow. This is why I don't play as the KV-2 very much. It's great as a support tank on my side, but ooh, golly. Would you stop trying to grind me into a wall? Thanks. Hey, Gaming Fox, what's up? Ow! Oh God, this is bad. This is bad. Oh, no. That sucked. Someone want to help me out here? Treads, nice. Ow. No! Hey, buddy. Oof. Alright, well that hurt. No! Oh, I'm dead. They got me, everybody. I can't go that slow. Oof. Well, that was embarrassing. Alright, we're going to do IS-2 instead. That was brutal and embarrassing. Not necessarily in that order, though. Ow! Ah, my poor leg. That was brutal. That makes sense, Trung. I love this city map. Let's go get these goons. Oh. They're hiding. I'm not a fan. There you are. So, with the turret set that far forward, the IS-2 really is the evolution of the T-34, isn't it? Like, it's got a very similar line to it. Is this your plan? Damn, she's speedy. Sorry, pal. Weird that it's taking me this long to kill you, but I'm going to kill you. I really like this Panzer too. It is super cute. Well, the Nazis were the worst, Trung. They were whiny fools. They like whining and blaming other people for their problems. That's right, General Adam. It's also in, I've recently saw a Panzer II in War Thunder. It made me super happy. And technically it's an autocannon, not a machine gun, because it's got considerably larger shells. It's got a 20mm cannon on it, but still, you're absolutely right. Pardon me. That's true, Maddie. They were both awful. Where are you? There you are. No! Oh, this is bad. And we lost. They got my flag tank, everybody. I'm having a rough day today. Trying that again. That was brutal. I love that new backdrop. Another great map. A little too big for a 2-on-2 battle, but we'll see if we can just go down the straight thing and find him. You have a great day, Gaming Fox. Careful, careful. So, Trung, you know this or can look it up. How much of Manchuria did Japan control during the war? It's relevant to the game I'm reviewing. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Well, that was awesome. Oh no, she's in the FT! Oh. You better run. I'm sure I mentioned this, but in the War Museum here in Ottawa, they have one of these, although it's not actually this, it's the British tank that this is based on. But it's pretty beautiful. Hey, buddy. Are you kidding me? I just cannot take out his treads. Hey, Smiths. What is up? Well, this is just brutal. Oh. Yay! My friends took him out. That it was creepy as beans, Horror King. You go, Nana. Yeah, I'm not taking the Renault. Erica's great, but I'm taking the Panzer III. Thanks. See, that's what I thought. So there's this part of the game, right, that I'm playing, and I'm not going to spoil much, right? Hey, Nito, hey. It's Manchuria, but yes. I'm sorry to hear that, Stanley, but it's great to have you back. Hey, I was in the first match. Nice. And now we're fighting... oh, God, what is her name? Hosome? No, that's not it. Oh, we'll find out. But anyway, there's a chemical weapons plant in a game, and the game's set in the late 1940s, like right after World War II. And I'm like, I don't really... And if somebody knows more about China than I do and can correct me on this, but it really doesn't feel like China had the wherewithal and the resources necessary to start up a big chemical weapons program by 1947, just a year and a half after the war. So it occurs to me that if there was a chemical weapons plant in Manchuria, then it would by necessity be a Japanese facility. And while it's possible that that the Chinese have continued operating the facility to try and make chemical weapons for themselves, it would be the Japanese that built it, in all likelihood. Oof. That's terrible, Trung. So yeah, it's my suspicion that if you're going to have a chemical weapons plant in Manchuria in 1947, then 100% that would have to have been built by the Japanese. Oh, I'm the flag tank. Nice. Well, the one thing, and this is what's fascinating to me, is that the people writing this game didn't seem to understand that, like, chemical weapons were only made illegal in the 1980s. Like, international governments only decided in the 1980s that it's illegal to have chemical weapons anywhere in the world. That the American government had a chemical weapons program ever since World War I, ever since mustard gas was done in World War I, and that throughout World War II, there were, at all American bombing bases, like, they had giant sarin bombs, you know, things to drop huge amounts of poison gas on the in Nazi areas and Japanese areas, and they never used them, right? Oh, that's my teammate. Wow, that's embarrassing. They never used them, of course, but the idea was they knew that the Nazis had access to chemical weapons. They knew they built them. And the thing was, in World War II, they were going to say, look, we're not going to be the first. We've all agreed not to use chemical weapons. We're not going to be the first one to use chemical weapons. But we've got the chemical weapons here. And we've got more of them than the Nazis have. So if we got word one that the Nazis are using chemical weapons, we're going to gas the hell out of those people. It was horrible, but I understand why they did it, and it's to their credit that they did not end up using them at all. But yeah, like, chemical weapons, they used chemical weapons in Vietnam. Millions of people got cancer from the Agent Orange and Agent Purple. Oh, did I not tell you? I just said that. Horror King. She said it was a very creepy story. I thought I had said that. Hey, buddy. Come on. She doesn't have a turret, so she's in trouble. Good night. Chemical weapons are the worst. They're nightmarish. I am very glad that they are illegal and that America has destroyed its full stockpile. Nice. Nice. God, yeah. Well, no, and that's... The Nazis thought they might. They considered putting gas in the gas bombs on the V2s. But they, in the end, decided that that would be crossing a line of warfare that would lead to their own extinction. That said, they did use chemical weapons on their own people. But they didn't use it in war. They only used it in extermination of undesirables. Because to them it was no different than gassing vermin, which is what disgusts me that much about them. Yeah, they used chemical weapons in genocide, just not in war. They're monsters, is the point, but... And the thing is, it's not like they had a moral opposition to using poison gas. They just knew that America had more poison gas than they did, and it would go very badly for them if they used it. So they followed the rules of war while committing a genocide behind the scenes. Hey guys! Where are you? Ah, there you are. Oh, wow. Aww. Come on. Keep that lock. God damn it. Bounced a shell. No! Alright, here we go. Oh, burning tank. Well, no, I think he was all bad, Maddie. That's the thing. Because he didn't... It's not that he didn't use chemical weapons because he didn't believe in them or want to. He used them because he knew that if he did, all of Germany would have been wiped out. Like, that would have been crossing a line in combat. He thought he could win strategic combat, but if he tried to do all-out war, like total war with every weapon they had, he knew they would have been wiped out completely, almost immediately. Like, Berlin would have just had everybody be killed by sarin gas. It would have been a nightmare. Because that's the thing. With a bomb full of sarin gas, you don't have to hit the target you want, because the bomb opens up in midair and it drops 1,000 canisters of sarin gas. It's horrible. Yay! Final battle! No. The Nazis' decision to not use chemical weapons was entirely based on self-defense and not on obeying the rules of civil war. Oof. I knew about quite a few Canadian myths and legends, Horror King. Sorry, I almost said Maddie. It's pretty horrible, Trung. But that's what the Germans did. They were horrible racists. Canadian myths and legends, yes. I know about the Wendigo, the Ogopogo, the flying canoe of the coureur de bois, the obviously our history of loup-garou or werewolves. Let's see. I know a little bit about Manitou, animal spirits. I wouldn't be able to say as much about that. What was the other one? And of course, Ogopogo and Manipogo, our two giant sea serpents. That was awesome. Sure. Yeah. The story of the Wendigo is something that exists throughout a bunch of native Canadian mythologies. It's a character that shows up. I don't remember if it's a Algonquin word. I would have to check that. But the idea is that starvation was a constant threat. Because they were, they were largely hunting and not farming cultures. So if they had a bad hunting season and weren't able to salt enough meat, people would starve to death over the winter, and that was a fear. And as a consequence, the thing that they were most scared of, like the thing that was considered most dangerous, was the idea that people would start killing and eating other people. And that is where the story of the Wendigo comes from. The idea being that if a human ever finds out how easy it is to kill and eat other humans for food, they will go mad, and then they will only eat humans. And the way they expressed this was to say that they would be possessed by the spirit of a Wendigo and turn themselves into a ravening beast that would just hunt and kill humans for food. It's and that is the story of the Wendigo, that out there somewhere, living isolated from other people, there is a bestial human that only eats human flesh. Come on, come on. Oh, you jerk. And it is debatable whether or not it is like a werewolf, except that a Wendigo may not necessarily have a physical transformation. The way a werewolf is said to have a physical transformation, they may just act like a beast while still looking like a human. No, that is not our Bigfoot. Our Bigfoot is Sasquatch. That is what the natives of the Pacific, the west coast of Canada, called Bigfoot. They call him Sasquatch. Well, it's confusing, Stanley, because he both was like, he was generally a vegetarian and generally for nature and being nice to animals, but at the same time, he was famously not great to his dogs. Like, he was one of those dog owners that would, like, whip his dogs to get them to obey. Right? And rather than, train them nicely. And you can say, well, this is what all dog training was like at the time, and maybe that's true, but it's like he kept around a riding crop and he beat his dogs with riding crops. So yeah, he was not great to animals. He did believe in looking out for nature, because that was part of the whole Aryan heritage, people of the woods, glorious history of Germany, but he was mostly a vegetarian for health reasons, to, watch out for his blood pressure. He did like dogs, though. It's just when a dog yipped or made too much noise, he was always ready to, like, beat a dog, which I think is not cool, but that's me. No, Maddie, he's using, well, no, he's coining the term, Maddie. He's using the term. He's trying to come up with a simple way of describing the way that the very few Chinese people living in Germany were persecuted as a cultural group. He's calling it the Chinese Holocaust. And you might say that's a reductive term, and maybe it is a reductive term, but he's not saying that it's a separate and different thing. In the same way that the Holocaust encompasses all of the persecuted groups they attack, he's just talking about the Chinese part of it, and he's using that term to describe it. He's not saying there was a specific other Holocaust against Chinese people. Ah, okay. Nice. Indonesia has a Bigfoot as well. Orang Ubati. That is the hairy man. I think that's what it's called. Orang Ubati. Which is a large humanoid ape. Okay, I've sneaked around behind her. God damn it! Oh, she's moving too fast. Alright, she got my flag tank. Well, that was fun. We still had a good show, right? I think so. Oh, I almost sneaked up behind her. I almost had a shot, and then... boom. That's pretty upsetting. Stanley. Although I will say this. Oh, whoops, I accidentally started the match. I'll quit out. Humans are great at hunting... humans... dogs are great at hunting people. Because humans are smelly as heck, and dogs are very good at following their nose. That's actually pretty awesome, Trung. But yes, Canada actually has a lot of interesting monsters. The I'm not familiar. Is that similar? I was about to say, is that similar to the snow princess monster? But of course it isn't. I almost know nothing about Japanese mythology. I know about kappas. I know about Tengu. And I know about the Ice Princess. That's all I know about Japanese folklore and monster mythology. Let's do this. Here we go. Okay. no! Well, that's creepy. Well, we'll see, Trung. I feel like they're gonna... I feel like they're gonna fix that deal. It would be very stupid for Sony and Marvel slash Disney to not fix this deal. Disney was just getting ridiculously arrogant about how much money they should be making out of this thing. And hopefully they have smartened up. It is 100% Disney's fault asking for half of the money when they owned all of the merchandising rights. That is a crazy thing to do. No, I've still got your old instructions, Maddie. I kept that email. No. That is a creepy monster, Horror King. But yeah, Canada has a lot of great monsters. You should look into them. Ogopogo's great. Wendigo's fantastic. That's what Until Dawn was about. Wendigos. So the question is, she just wants you to say she looks great? That's a good message, Horror King. Yeah, I will not be surprised if they get this sorted out, Trung. I should play Firewatch. I'll check if I have a copy of that. Oh. Oh, Momo. You're so entertaining. I'm a big fan. Like, that's the thing. Sony will make more money if they keep letting... And, like, I understand why Disney thought they were... Yeah, Hong Kong is doing great. Fighting China. Uh-oh. There we go. They picked a bad actor then. That being said, I can't tell everyone how they should feel about their own country. I don't know if she's from China originally, if she's an American with Chinese ancestry, but it's like... So I don't know if she's actually Chinese and so has some fealty to the Chinese government, but the Chinese government is evil as beans, so... no, I'm not down with anyone who wants to support them. But then again, that's her... That is entirely up to her how she feels. And I know what China wants to say, which is, you know, hey, we get to do what we want to do in our own country. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, you do. But we can disapprove of it. And honestly, where would you rather live, Hong Kong or mainland China? Let's be honest here. Hong Kong isn't the better place to live just because it's a beautiful island. It's because it's not a police state. I could see that happening, Trung. Well, that's the thing. I mean, if they pulled another Tiananmen Square, the problem is, like, there is a degree to which they were able to cover up Tiananmen Square because in 1989, China was still a completely closed society. Like, there are no pictures from Tiananmen Square of people, like, getting mass executed by the police, right? There aren't. There's no photographs of that. But if they were to try that nonsense in Hong Kong in the year 2019, there would be video of it everywhere all over the world. They would see brutality in real time of a police state cracking down on pro-democracy protesters, and that would be enough to largely shake people out of their complacency, I think. I mean, I think that would be enough to shake people out of their complacency. Obviously, I can't say for sure, because the world is terrible, but I really think it would. Yeah, I believe that, Trung. Well, if you want to become a successful actor in China, to a certain extent you have to agree with the government. So now Jackie Chan's, you know, doing propaganda videos about why the protesters should stop protesting. Because you don't really get to be a celebrity there unless you're on the government side, which is, for me, one of my problems with their system. It's like they don't allow free opinions and free expressions. Like, I disagree with the politics of, say, what's his name? Clint Eastwood, right? I disagree with his politics. But I don't think he shouldn't be allowed to make movies because of his politics. You know, the guy who made Bone Tomahawk. I disagree with his politics. I think he's a right-wing nutjob. I don't think he shouldn't be allowed to make movies. And I love Bone Tomahawk. You know? So, yeah, open societies, I think, are better for their people than closed societies. And you got the Chinese government saying, oh, it's just the billionaires who own Hong Kong who have a problem with this. Like, no, the billionaires would rather this all stop happening. So what are those things on the side? Those miniature look-like flare gun things on the side of the tank. You know, the three things on the left of the turret, three things on the right. Little cylinders. You say that, Trung, but I really like Shanghai Nights. So there you go. Shanghai Noon and Shanghai Nights are really high-quality movies. Oh, they're smoke launchers. Really? That's where the smoke screens come from? Huh. I had no idea. Damn right. Oh, poor British tanks. Yeah, well, that's the one thing. Like, China can do its best to change the subject, but people care about Hong Kong. I do not know what a ferry fort is. A pile of mysteriously arranged stones in the wood? No, that's not good. Oh. No! Way to go, Maddie. Oof. Oh, okay. So that thing where you look from the sky and you can see the old evidence of the ringed walls that they used to build around their cities. No. Oof. Yeah, you guys might be great, Pravda, but we've got a mouse. Yes, I've seen quite a bit about that, Horking. I didn't know that's what they were called. Every now and then I will see, aerial photography where you can still see Like, where from the ground you're just like, oh, there's a couple of hills and a thing. But if you look from the air, you're like, oh, you can actually see the outline of a city. It's very impressive. Good night. No! Whew! Yay! Yeah, that sounds about right, Horror King. So look out for fairies, people. Oh, Katyusha, you're the best. Ooh, golly. Sorry about that. Well, you're not going to hear me crying because Lockheed Martin's making a few less bucks. It's not like Lockheed Martin needs the Chinese market to make money. They're getting all the money they need from the United States government. Excuse me. Alpine! Against Chiaton! This is fantastic! Oh, this couldn't be going better. Let's do it. I don't know what Taiwan's going to do with M1 Abrams tanks. Taiwan ain't that big, and they're not going to be invading anybody, so I don't know how they think tanks are going to help them. Honestly, the idea of Taiwan buying tanks seems more like they were doing a favor to America. Because, you know, they build so many of these tanks every year, and they're not for anything. And they just rust in giant parking lots. Like, when you see that picture of those parking lots in Middle America that are just, you know, 100% tanks, where a tank rolls off the production line, they move it to the parking lot, and then it just sits there forever. Careful. Careful. God damn it. That was bad. Hey guys, what's up? Amazing. Wow, unabridged. Brava. Damn! It's honestly, there's nothing more satisfying than drifting in a tank. Yeah, that's not going to work out well for China, Trung. Like, they could do that, but it's not going to work out well for them because China only has power to the extent that they can sell things to other countries. And if they pulled that kind of nonsense, suddenly no other country in the world would trade with China, and China would collapse in about a week and a half. No, I don't think anyone would roll tanks on China. I don't think anyone would declare war. There aren't a lot of countries that have mutual defense agreements with... Oh... Such a fun game. There's not a lot of countries that have mutual defense agreements with Taiwan or Vietnam, so it wouldn't lead to, like, World War III. But what would happen is everyone would boycott all Chinese goods, and then China would economically collapse in about a week and a half. Maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. But yeah, like, just the complete economic collapse of China. It would be very, very bad. I love that everyone else gets, almost everyone else gets Nixoned with their victory. Like, nobody gets what they wanted to. Sorry, no one gets what they were promised. Except for Erica's team, you know. Black Forest Peak just gets all of the stuff they want. They're promised delicious steak, they get delicious steak, and they have an Oktoberfest-style meal. And then give most of the steak away, because they're awesome people. It is Maddie, yes. I did not see it, Trung. That's absolutely right, Maddie. No. Kaboom! Hey there, buddy. Oh, I rolled the tank! What happened to my barrel? Dear Lord, this turret moves too quickly. I so adore that. Kaboom! That's the plan, Horror King. In War Thunder tomorrow, we're going to be playing exclusively boat-based battles. Triple B, battle boats. How do you get the Type 89? You might actually start with the Type 89. Alright, so basically the idea is sneak behind her, get her to do a 180 to chase me, and then they shoot her in the back, killing her. That's the only way I've ever beaten her. Anytime you guys want to kill her, please. Well, that didn't work. Oof. We were not speaking about the Nazi salute, Trung. I mean, I know that you brought that up. Let's do it! Oh! The Type 10! Yes, the Type 10 comes with the Girls and Panzer DX. You can't use it online, but you can use it in any of the other missions. What? Damn! Oh, that was brutal. Yeah, it's not a joke, Maddie. It's just something that asshole teens do to prove that they're edgy, and they either grow out of that, or they grow up to be assholes. Oh no, we know that it's a joke, obviously. It's just a question of whether it, you know, grows from a joke into being a real thing. Go for it, Maddie. Bucket tank! I love this tank so much. Of course you do. Everyone knows the salute, Pug. It's just important not to do it. Hey, U-163. Kaboom! That was amazing. That's pretty awesome, Maddie. Although I will say that if you look at the KV-2, it looks a lot like a tank turret. Sorry, like not a tank turret. The super tall, rounded at the back turret of the KV-2 looks a lot like a battleship turret. Yep, he would be arrested, and honestly it should be illegal everywhere to do the Nazi salute. Showing Nazi iconography, you know, just make it illegal everywhere. Make it harder for Nazis to be in public. Well, that was embarrassing. I know that they're not Foxhound logos, but that badge makes me think the colors of the badges on the Chaffee here make me think of the Foxhound logo. Wow, there are a lot of bears up here. Oh, Alice and Miho teaming up. So anyway, we're going to be wrapping up the stream here. I want to thank everybody who dropped by. I don't think they're going to be able to find me when I hide up here. What? This is going to be a perfect time to take a break. I have been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks to everybody who dropped by the stream. I hope you had a great time I know I did. We're going to be back here tomorrow at noon with some War Thunder. Do you want to enjoy some, what do you call it? Boat battles in War Thunder? Just tool around in boats with machine guns blasting each other apart? If you do, tomorrow's stream is going to be the best place to do that. It should be incredibly fun. So I will see you back here for that. But until then, I'm going to say that's right. Au revoir.